enciéndeme la cámara allí. Ok, ¿me están viendo mi pantalla? Dígame sí, dígame no. Póngame
Sí, sí.
Ok, perfecto. Ahora, aquí lo que le voy a demostrar hoy y lo que vamos a hablar es sobre la diferencia de un top producing agent. Perdona, voy a empezar la grabación, déjame terminarla. Bueno, vamos a seguir. Hello, agents. This is Coach Joel. We are here in part 2 of the series of the top producing agent versus the average agent. Today is Friday, May 5th. So this is being recorded. Therefore, each and every one of you who will be receiving this and who are listening to this, you're going to get an email with this recording. So today we're going to be speaking about consistency and habits. And this particular subject is one of, it's actually, you can basically tie them in both together as to the difference, between the top producing agent and average agent. And give me a second. And so again, going back to the difference between the top producing agents and the average agents. So you see here 7 things: mindset, consistency, habits, time management, accountability, systems, self-will. In other words, the will to succeed. But today, consistency and habits. Now, this is one of those subjects that it takes consistency in the habits that you have, that you create. Now, the habits is the routines that you have, the times, what time you get up, what your routine is as far as exercising goes, what you do in your business. Again, a lot of agents, and most of you are in a good place, meaning that you have been in the business for a relative short time, whether it's been a couple weeks, a couple months, 1 year, couple years. But for the most part, you're new in the business and you don't have those bad habits per se. So here's an opportunity through what we're looking to do here at Canvas Real Estate, through the productivity coaching program, is for you to create good habits. Have the habits that will help you improve your business, to grow your business. And with time, these habits is like compounding interest. Okay. You might not see the results now, but if you keep up with them and you're consistent with your habits, in the long run, they're going to bring you a return. So let's talk about the habit of just exercising. Okay. We know if we exercise for a long period of time, that we're going to have many benefits. The benefits of good health, the benefits of having healthy eating habits, and the benefit of just being more more sound, having a complete soundness in your health. Okay. Let's say the consistency of reading. If you're a person that has created the habit and you're consistent in the habit of reading, whether it's 50 minutes a day, half an hour a day, or an hour a day, with time, your knowledge is going to expand. That knowledge is in turn, you're able to share that with others, and especially in this business. Well, again, the most important thing is the consistency that you do things. All right. Now, as far as the real estate business, there's a part of marketing. Okay. If you're going to market, you're going to make the investment of money, you need to be consistent with your marketing efforts. Because if not, it's like you're just throwing money in the garbage can. You're just taking, whether it's $50, $100, a couple $100, whatever it is. If you do it only one time, it's not going to do you any good. Now, it may work. Doesn't mean that you might not benefit and might pick up a lead here or there, but the chances are of you getting a return on that investment, it's highly unlikely, because you're not doing it in a consistent basis. The same goes for the prospecting. Okay. Here we're, for the past couple of weeks, we're driving the farmer's market. Okay. And in the farmer's market, we are making, whoops, everything was taken away from me. All right. So in the farmer's market, we're making contacts. Now, where I see the big picture in the farmer's market is the part of the branding, meaning that people are seeing us there. There's going to be people that go there on a weekly basis because, again, habit. They've created the habit. They wake up, they take their doggy, their pets for a walk, they go have breakfast, whatever it is, they take a walk. And part of their habit is to go and visit the farmer's market. And guess what? When they see us, our branding, we're branding ourselves, and they're seeing a real estate company. So what's going to happen down the road, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months down the road? Again, I'm thinking of this long-term and big picture. Eventually, that consistency, if we're there on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, it's going to create a brand awareness that when they decide to do something, chances are we're going to be thought of as a first brand and as a first real estate company that they are going to do business with. So that is the power of consistency and habits. Now, talking about prospecting. Okay, prospecting is a process. You have to have habits that are conducive to be consistent in your prospecting. When I mention prospecting, I'm talking about calling, lead generating. Okay, there is a process to that. This morning, before we started, we were doing some follow-up calls. I shared with the agents the process of affirmations, having the affirmation, positive affirmations, in order to get you into that state of you being positive and you being able to project that. Now, aside from that, there's script and role play. It is important for agents to be consistent and to create the habit of script and role playing, doing affirmations. Because when you do that, now you will see, as I've said earlier, the compounding effect of the habits and the consistency. So the importance of the habits is that it's a routine. Okay. A habit, there's a book out there that was written by Gary Keller, the founder of Keller Williams Realty. It's called The One Thing. In that book, it states that it takes 66 days to create a habit. Now, I came from, I'm 58. I'm going to put myself out there. I'm 58. I have a little bit of old school training of selling, and a little bit of old school, training and background, basically. It used to be said that 21 days, it takes 21 days to create a habit. Now, fast forward. This book that Gary Keller wrote called The One Thing, in there, he talks about 66 days in order to create a habit. So it's not 21 days, it's 3 times that amount of time. And I would agree with Gary Keller, and personally in my life, because the 21 days is not enough. Now, what you got to be careful is that when you create the habits, if you stop doing something for X amount of period of time, whether 3 days, 5 days, couple weeks, it's going to take extra work in order to get back to that habit and back to that consistency. So habits is what builds the consistency. And the question is, what habits do you have? What habits do you want to break from? What bad habits? Each and every one of us, we are creatures of habits. Okay. And we all have bad habits. So what habits will help you to become a more productive, or get you to being a top producing agent? You see, the average agent is not consistent. They don't have habits. They don't work on mindset. They don't work on time management. They don't have accountability. They don't have systems. Their will, on a scale to 1 to 10, is in the low, under 5. And that's why they're average agents. Here's a statistic that I heard many years ago, and I cannot even tell you how long ago it was. But they said that the average real estate agent earned anywhere between $35,000 to $40,000 a year. The average agent does anywhere between 3 to 5 transactions. All right. Now, if you were to ask me, nowadays, if you have taken the time to become a real estate agent, to become a real estate professional, do you want to be considered average, or do you want to be considered a top producing agent? And would 3 to 5 transactions a year, would that be satisfactory to you? Would earning $35,000 to $40,000 a year, would that be satisfactory to you? Again, that's for you to answer. For me, that is not acceptable. That would not work for me, because this is my full-time occupation. Okay. So we need to create habits, and with those habits, be consistent with them long-term, in order for us to get a bigger piece of the pie, as I would say. All right. Now, there's something out there called the 80-20 Pareto rule. It is said that 20% of your time will produce 80% of your activity, or better said, your production. Okay. In every organization, 20% of the people are the ones that produce 80% of the activity and of the profit. Those are the top producers. Those are the individuals that they're not average. Okay. So my question to you, do you want to be average, or do you want to be a top producing agent? And my second question to you is, what is it that you need to do in order to break out of the bad habits and break through in this business? So I'm going to open it up at this time. And based on what I have just shared, I want to hear a little bit from you as to what do you think you could do in order to break through. What habits? Let's talk about what's one bad habit that you have in regards as related to the real estate business that you would like to break through, and where is it that you want to go to? Okay, so I'm going to start off with you, Jennifer. Again, if you can unmute yourself and tell me about one bad habit that you have as it portrays to this business that you would like to break out of.
Ok, el inglés es mucha información.
Okay, está bien.
Es mucha información para mí eso, pero creo que preguntaste para mí. ¿Me puedes repetir la pregunta en español?
Sí, cómo que no. Entonces, estaba hablando sobre hábitos y consistencia, ¿ok? Entonces, la pregunta es, ¿qué hábito sobre este negocio de real estate tienes? ¿Qué hábito, o sea, malo o sea, que tú tienes un conocimiento que tú sabes que no te está ayudando para tu negocio, y un hábito bueno que tú tienes que estás practicando en este giro?
Okay. Ahora mismo, hábito malo que tengo es la falta de consistencia. Yo sé,
¿La falta de qué?
De consistencia, de ahí, de working every day.
Okay.
Se lo reconozco, eso es muy importante, llenarse de información para poder publicarla, para poder darla, ¿sí me entiende? Es un buen hábito que creo que por ahí uno debería empezar, y ese es malo. Ese es malo porque la vida cotidiana no te da a veces esa posibilidad. Pero bueno, manejo, un hábito mío es bien las redes sociales, se me da fácil. Entonces, poner historias, poner videos, hacer videos, hablar con mis clientes, es un buen hábito que sí tengo.
Perfecto.
O sea, es nada más apoyar más en el otro,
Okay,
para poder llegar a good deal.
perfecto. Un ejemplo exitoso. Otra vez, algo que estás haciendo en las redes sociales, que lo estás haciendo con consistencia y te estás creando el brand awareness. Ahora, lo voy a interpretar en inglés. All right. So Jennifer, she says that one bad habit that she has is that she's not consistent in what she needs to do. Okay. However, a good habit that she has is that on a regular basis, she is posting on social media, and she's always giving out information, and she's providing and connecting with her social media. So she is using the social media to grow her brand and to put her business out there, to advertise her business. So that is one habit that she's doing. Okay. Thank you for sharing. I'm gonna ask Ricardo, because I lost one of the other agents. So I'm gonna ask Ricardo. Ricardo, tell me about one bad habit that you feel that you have. And it doesn't have to be, again, you just started in a business a couple of weeks ago. But a habit that you've already noticed and have identified that that you need to break through and that you need to overcome in order to be successful in this business.
I would say a bad habit that I have, maybe some, not all the times, but sometimes, and I know a lot of people also have it, is falling into procrastination.
Okay.
I think that's like the average agent. I believe they fall into procrastination because they leave things for another day or another time. So that's something that maybe sometimes I could do with other things. And that's something that we can always work on.
Okay, awesome. And I will speak into that, into that procrastination. So I've adopted a philosophy in my life. And again, it's not 100%, but it's more often than not. To not leave for tomorrow what I could do today. Whatever is in my means to do today, I will do it and not leave it for tomorrow. Because if it showed up on my radar today, it is because it was meant to be done today. Now, it might not be a priority, but needless to say, it showed up and I'm going to do my best to accomplish it and to do that task that showed up for me to be done today. So again, don't leave for tomorrow what you could do today. And that's something, a philosophy that has worked for me for over 30+ years, not only in this real estate business, and my previous business and that's where actually I got that philosophy of not leaving for tomorrow what I could do today. And that's something that I passed on to my children, my 3 children. So I like that. And yeah, that's something that, it's going to take work from you in order for you to break through. Now, tell me about a good habit that you have that you feel it's going to help you in this business.
A good habit that I would say that I have is having determination.
Okay.
I'm always determined to do the best that I can in everything that I do. Even if things go wrong in something, I always try to see the positive in it and try to see how I can improve myself on it. I think the determination is very important to have in anything, because to see the positive out of things.
Okay, awesome. So what I'm hearing is that on that list of, and I'm going to bring it up here, the difference between top producing agents and average agent, this part right here is a self-will. You have the desire and the will to succeed. So that's a great habit, and that you're always looking to learn, and that's going to help you, to grow your business and to be as successful as you're capable of being. Awesome. All right. So with that, I don't know, Vanessa, have you listened to anything I've shared so far, or you were on the phone? Okay. All right. So with this, I said that this would be a short call, a short training. That's as much as I'm able to add. But again, it takes consistency and it takes habits in order to succeed in this business. And it is what you set out to do on a daily basis that's going to help you to break through. So you need to have that awareness. Only you could have that awareness as to the bad habits that you have and create the good habits that you have. And then being consistent in the habits that you set out to do, or that you set out to establish. All right. So for myself, I'm going to put myself on the spot here as far as habits that I have. Always learning, seeking to learn. Okay. I have the habit of just looking and trying to find the solution to any problems, any obstacles that I have. As we move forward, everything that's going on here, we're trying to implement things here at the office. Well, one habit that I have is I'm looking to implement systems, tweak the systems here. More so almost like a problem solver. As far as consistency, I just like to have a good time and meditate in the morning and build my spiritual life. That is one of my consistency and one of my habits that I have. It's that I'm building my relationship with God on a regular basis. So for each and every one of you, just build those habits, just create those habits. And before you know it, you're going to start finding like compound interest that you're going to see the benefits of your habits and consistency. So with that, until we speak again next week, we're going to be talking about time management. This is a subject that I'm passionate about. And on that one, I have a lot to share about time management. Take care. Have a great weekend. And until we speak again, God bless. Oh, Lilia came back. I'm sorry. Lilia. No sé. No te escucho. Estás en mute.
No, it doesn't.
No se te escucha, Lili. All right.
It's not me.
Take care.
That's good, bro.